Hello friends, and welcome back to Homeschoolology. So if you have not noticed, today's video is a day in the life of me, a homeschooling mom of four who loves to talk all things secular homeschooling, but I also enjoy sharing our lives with you. So today's video, I will be taking you along for my day as I do all the mom things. As you can see, I've already gotten up and gotten my coffee made, gotten my water ready for the day, and I come in and I try to get as much work done for my personal things as I can before the kiddos actually wake up. So here I am. I think I'm getting a video ready to post and get it uploaded for the day or next day or whenever. I don't remember exactly, but this routine is a little new to me. I usually was a night owl, so I'd stay up after the kids go to bed, but now I'm trying to get up pretty early in the morning and get moving on things in the morning, and I am really enjoying starting my day off kind of slow, doing all the things that I need to do to feel prepared and ready for the day. So I'm gonna toss you over to real-time Niki and let's move on with the day. Y'all, every Monday, I don't understand, but I'm gonna take a second and I'm gonna clean it up. Now all she needs is a wipe down, and I'll do that in a little bit. Alright friends, so you have seen me get up and get moving and get my day going, okay? So I am now ready. I've taken my hair down, put on a little makeup for you guys, got my cup of coffee, and I'm ready to chat. So, as you've probably figured out, today's video is a day in the life of a homeschool mom. That's me. I'm a homeschool mom of four. I currently have a 10th grader, 6th grader, 2nd grader, and 1st grader. This is our 11th year of homeschooling, and this is just kind of a day in my life, what my life is like. Today is a Monday, and we are trying out our brand new schedule. I believe I shared it with you recently. If I did, I'll link the video. But we have been already doing it sort of for like a week or so, but things were out of whack that week. It was my daughter's birthday, our therapist's birthday, and so that therapy was all changed around, and we just had a lot of wrenches thrown into our plans. Our normal set play date where we do history had to be rescheduled, so it was just kind of like a weird week. It wasn't exactly, but this week should go according to our plan. So I'll probably pop a picture up here for you guys of what our plan is. And yeah, so that's what we're going to be doing here. And I thought I'd bring you guys along to show you if it's going to work or not. So our normal routine now should be, I get up sometime between 7 and 8. I have an alarm that goes off at 8 if I'm not up by then. But normally I've been waking up between 7:30. I get up, I get moving, I get my day going, and then I come down and I make my coffee, which is new to me. I haven't had a coffee maker for years, and so I've been enjoying having a cup of coffee every morning, and get my water ready and come and do my work first, okay? And this is a big change from if you've been following me for a while. I used to be a night owl, and now I'm not. My body's circadian rhythm just changed on me, and so now I'm getting up and doing my work in the morning, and making sure that my videos are posted when I have them ready. And yeah, so I get all that going up, ready for the day, check my emails, do all that fun stuff. And then I do any tidying that I need to do, which you saw me do already. And I don't know what it is about you guys. Well, okay, so our dining room is our homeschool room, and so this might be part of the problem. But this table that I'm sitting at is where just life happens for the kids. They do all their crafting here, all their stuff on the computer here, and so over the weekend it just like explodes. And so it's pretty typical that I come down here on a Monday morning and have to tidy up the table. I try to get it done on Sundays, but that doesn't always happen. So but yes, so now it is, I can't, my watch is misplaced. I plugged it in. I think a kid either knocked it off or I don't know. But it's around 9:15. And with our new routine, I'm having my kiddos get up no later than 9:30. So my older two have a choice as to when they wake up. So my oldest daughter loves to read first thing in the morning. So she's decided to get up at 9, so she has that little bit of time to read and get, you know, herself awake and all that good stuff. But that was her decision. My rule was you have to be awake by 9:30. So your alarm has to be set. You need to get up. You need to get moving by 9:30. And since this is new, I'm still working on, you know, I'm still going up at 9:30 and making sure that like they're up and they're moving and they're getting ready, because this is a new system. You can't expect them to do it first thing right off the bat. So at 9:30, I'm going to go up and I'm going to get all the kids up and moving. Sometimes we get dressed for the day and sometimes we don't, okay? And that just kind of depends on what we have going on. Today is Monday and it's going to actually be our least busy day of the week. So they might stay in pajamas. You might see them in pajamas today, and that's okay with me. But we do have a play date scheduled for later, but it's with like our best friends. So sometimes we stay in PJs even when they are around. So anyways, we're going to get up, we're going to get moving, we're going to get dressed if we decide we want to get dressed, and then we're going to come down and we're going to start school at 10 o'clock. That's my new routine that we're trying out. We used to be lunch and then homeschoolers, and some days that's still the case. We have some things that happen in the mornings, and some days that's still going to be the case, but we have a lot going on now, and I don't want, already we've skipped a day because our day was busy, and so I don't want that to happen. So we're going to start getting up a little bit. Well, they've always been up. You know, my girls just don't come downstairs. They're teenagers. So you know how teenagers are. They might be awake, but they're not moving. But we're going to start moving and getting going, and being ready for school to start at 10 a.m. every day. So my plan is to put out a little like snack platter, for them to snack on while they're working. But my kids aren't really big breakfast eaters, so we'll see if they even eat it. But I'm just going to cut up a few apples and oranges and put out some goldfish and things like that. So I'm going to work on getting that platter together here in a minute. Then I'm going to go up and wake the kiddos. And then I'll just bring you along for our day. So I totally forgot to hit the record button. So here is the completed snack plate that I made for them to have a little snack while they eat, and it is just some goldfish, cheese and crackers, apples, and oranges. It's a little orange for the day, but I guess today's just an orange day, so let's move on. All right, breakfast snack is made. Kids are getting up. My two littlest are actually downstairs already. My older two, one was up reading and the other one was still in bed, and that's about how it goes around here. So in this half hour, I'm going to use it to get like our homeschool planet organized, especially because last week we had a day that we missed, so I need to like update that so we can get back on track. So I'm going to work on that, and then we'll see how much time I have left after that. So I already started on this before I realized that I should probably be recording this, but what I'm doing right now is just updating the thing. And so my homeschool planet, when you first sign in, let me sign out and sign back in so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Okay, when you first sign in, you'll see this prompt, reschedule assignments. And sometimes I do use this and I just go through and mark, you know, one by one, but sometimes it's like too much for my brain. So what I end up doing is I'm just rescheduling everything on this day. So I've already done these ones. So I come here. She actually completed that, so I'm going to leave that alone. But this one she didn't do, so I'm going to edit this one. And I go to the day that we missed, and I just hit shift entire schedule out from, oh, nope, that's not the one I do. I do shift this and the following assignments down, and then save and close. You'll see that now there's nothing in this box, and I'm actually going to take this day off the calendar when I'm all done. But I'm going to do that for everything. I feel like she hasn't been marking her things, so I'm going to check hers in a second, because I definitely think we've done some of this stuff. So I'm going to finish up with my older daughter. So what I'm going to do now is run and grab their books for the ones that I'm not sure of, and go through them and make sure I get it right. So let me grab those real quick. So here I'm just going through and looking at their books and making sure they're in the right spot and bumping anything that needs to be bumped by just, you know, selecting that shift it down, and then I get everything kind of in the right spot, in the right place, and then it is all set to go. So now that I've cleared everything here, I'm going to go up to settings, school year, and I'm going to put that date as a day we did not do school. And you'll see that it took everything away. We just didn't do school that day. So that is that. And then we are moving on to our new week. So I will get the kids started. So I 100% deleted the video of me doing homeschool with my kiddos on this specific day. So please enjoy a little bit of us on a previous day doing some homeschool work. But basically what I do is I start with my little kids and get them going on their day. And then I get my bigger kids going. My oldest kind of is pretty independent, kind of does everything on the computer herself. So she is going to be doing that. My middle daughter, she's the slowest riser of them all, and so she is gonna be joining us in she always joins us a teeny bit later, so I got the little kids mostly done by the time she's joining in, and getting her independent stuff done, and then I work with her, and I'm always there to answer any questions that my oldest daughter might have along the way. And so that's kind of just what we do, and we get that done between 10 and 12 most days. Sometimes, we might have to finish a little bit up here or there if they have some extra things or anything like that, but most of the time we can get school done within 2 hours if we are doing our thing and just cruising along. Next up on the to-do list, lunch. And today was a freezer meal day. It was a pizza theme, so we have bagel bites, hot pockets, mozzarella sticks, the whole 9 yards. It's not always freezer meals, but today it was. While lunch was cooking, I took the few minutes that I had to go over my older daughter's work, so she just stacks everything up and I double check it, make sure, everything was completed that was supposed to be completed, make sure everything that is correct. And then if she made any mistakes or anything, I do have her come back and kind of just look over them. So that's what I do for her, and just make sure that everything is good to go. Okay, check-in time. So my little two finished their schoolwork in about an hour or so. I had some trouble getting my middle daughter up, my 6th grader up. So she got a little bit of a late start. And my oldest daughter finished almost everything. She has one half assignment left to do. We've had lunch. I think I showed a little bit of me making lunch. I kind of made it in between everything. Yes, today we did processed frozen food. That's not what we do every day, but some days I need to get something cooked so that we can move on with our day. And that's what I happen to have on hand, because our groceries come on Wednesdays. So I'm kind of running out of things. So as I said, it is 12:45. We are getting ready to go over to our weekly play date with our best friends where we do history. So we will be doing history over there and finishing up our school day. Both girls have one more assignment to complete when they get home. I put through a Publix pickup order, so I'll be picking that up after our play date and coming home and cooking dinner. So I will check back with you guys then. All right, we are back from the play date and the Publix pickup, and I didn't film myself unloading the groceries, but we had some groceries that we needed for this day. In fact, I needed the 2 chickens that I'm going to be making on this day, and I feel like every time I do one of these day in the life videos, I end up making chicken, but it really is something that we actually do every single week. This week, I'm actually making 2 chickens because we've been eating almost a whole one, and there hasn't been many extras left over for making the leftover meals, and I'm doing some meal prepping, which I do have a video out coming soon on that. But yeah, so I ended up doing 2 chickens on this day because if I'm doing one, I might as well do 2, right? So here I am spatchcocking. This is my new favorite way of doing it. It just cooks a little bit faster, and all the skin gets crispy, and it's a much better way of doing it. So I spatchcocked both of the chickens, and then I cover them in coconut oil and a spice blend, which I've shared many a times. While the chicken was in the oven, I finished putting away a few of the groceries, and then I started on the mac and cheese. I always save a little bit of pasta water, and then yes, that is Velveeta, but it's the only thing that I found that keeps it from getting gritty, so I do put in a teeny bit of a Velveeta, and then I do add in the Cabot mac and cheese bag, which is new to me, and we are loving it. It tastes so good. My kids keep asking me to make it, and I put a dab of sour cream in there just for a little bit of tanginess. I normally put pepper in it, but my 2 younger girls won't eat it with that, so I just skip that and me and my older daughter add it at the end. So here we are, dinner is complete. There is chicken, there is homemade macaroni and cheese, and there is peas, and everybody will eat this, and it just is so yummy. So we had dinner, and then after dinner, I shredded up all of the chicken, and this is what I was left with. So the little container is some like extra chicken for us to eat throughout the week, and then shredded chicken for the freezer prep meals that I'm going to be doing, and I even got some chicken stock out of it. Next up, I'm going to be working on getting the guinea pig salads ready. Yes, our guinea pigs eat salad. They cannot make their own vitamin C, so we have to feed them veggies. And so I am cutting up some bell peppers and doing some baby carrots and a head of lettuce and some celery. And what we do is we put it in these little containers, and each container is 2 days worth for our 2 guinea pigs. So I slice this all up and put it all in there, and then my daughter just has to go and feed it to her guinea pigs each night. She takes half the container and feeds them, and then does the other half of the container the next night. All right, so that is a wrap for tonight. I am headed up to bed. I just prepped the guinea pigs' food, their salads. We only do this, so each side of that feeds them for 1 day, so that's 6 days worth. So got that prepped and ready for them, and we spent the rest of the evening after dinner. I watched an episode of something with my husband, and then we watched 2 episodes of The Middle with my older 2. My husband takes the younger 2 up a little bit earlier, and that's it. So I'm gonna wrap up my day here, and thanks for coming along with me. All right, I am filming this outro when I filmed the intro, so I don't know exactly how the day went, but I'm sure I filled you in along the way. I hope that you guys found this, enjoyable or useful. I don't know if if you haven't been around, you will see that this is real raw. Like, I share the nitty-gritty with you guys. Sometimes it goes according to plans, and sometimes it doesn't, and I'm going to share it all. Whether it was great or whether it was awful, you'll know. Okay, so but yeah, so hopefully we have a good day. I'm excited to get on our new system and get things kind of into a routine. As much as I despise them, they are really useful for me and my whole family who has some neurospiciness. If you have anybody in your family that's like that, the routine is vital. And I like to fight against the system sometimes, but I bit the bullet and said, this is what we need, so this is what we're going to do. So that is what I am, that's our new life, I guess. So I hope you enjoyed this. My battery's about to die, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up real quick. If you want to share how your days are going, I would love to hear about it in the comments down below. While you're down there, I hope you will subscribe to this channel, ring that notification bell, and give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget you can follow us over on Instagram at Homeschoolology, and I hope you will come back and chat with me again real soon. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.